Hello, everyone. I'm Craig Norman and your moderator for this week's virtual trade show. Thank you for taking time out of your day to attend today's event. Before we get started, though, on behalf of the ABB Optical Group, I thought it's most appropriate to acknowledge the global emergency that's affecting us all. No doubt the crisis that we are encountering is unprecedented. It's one that is forcing all of us to reprioritize everything we do, while each day brings new challenges, causing us to continuously recalculate our course. We all have responsibilities to protect our family, friends, patients, and business. To get through these times, we have to be more creative than ever before. We must over-communicate, we have to adapt, and we have to become comfortable even when we're really uncomfortable. Most of all, we have to take this time to align and band together to help each other, even if from great distances. These are the very words that ABB has been preaching internally to stay committed to doing their part to help customers navigate through these times. This mindset is the foundation for events like this webinar, the patient resource kit that launched last week, and the updates made to the direct ship to patient program. ABB continues to maintain a full distribution center, call center, and lab operations at this time. The company continues to implement actions to protect the health and safety of the customers and employees. The focus today is to do all that's possible to equip you with the appropriate tools and support to manage through this time. The webinar series this week focuses on a variety of topics to assist you in your day-to-day operations. They will be centered around available ABB solutions to share best practices, success stories, and technologies to increase efficiencies and drive revenue. All said, each of us participating in these webinars are grateful to have you in attendance and appreciate your continued support. Now, let's get started. Tonight we have a really interesting conversation that is related to helping future-proof your practice. We have two great presenters, Tom Rogaski and Sheila Snow. Each of these guys are veterans in the vision care industry. Tom has been in it for over a decade with 9 years at ABB Optical Group and currently is a senior account manager and a senior field sales trainer. And I think you're really going to enjoy hearing from him this evening. Sheila Snow is a business consultant for the Contact Lens West Territory at VSP Optics. She's been in the industry for 23 years, over half of those that have been in private practice management. She has 11 years with VSP, where their emphasis has been on practice and patient maximization. And when not working, you'll find Sheila out on the lake camping, spending time with her family, and of course, her 2 fur babies. Welcome to both of you. We're all looking forward to hearing from you this evening.
Thanks, Craig. I appreciate the introduction. And tonight we're going to be talking about the new ABB. We relaunched ABB at Expo West last year, but I'm sure you've been hearing about the new ABB. And there are 3 pillars that make up the new ABB, 3 single source solutions. So tonight we're going to be talking about ABB Contact Lens, which is going to be your contact lenses that are off the shelf from the manufacturers, the major manufacturers, as well as it consists of ABB specialty vision products. And I know that we've got a webinar coming up on those specialty products. So I encourage everybody to sign up for that webinar because I know that Andy and Jonathan have got a great presentation lined up for you. ABB Labs is a second single source solution, and what ABB Labs is entailed, if you didn't get a chance to view yesterday's webinar, I'd encourage you to take a look at it. There's a lot going on the lab side of things. ABB Labs is proud to be a fully digital surfacing laboratory, and we can help out with all kinds of different lens solutions, whether it be a patient that needs a more cost-effective type of lens, all the way to somebody that wants the top of the line, latest in technology. And then you've got the stock lens portfolio, which encompasses all kinds of options for your patients. ABB Business Solutions is our newest division and consists of ABB Verify, ABB Analyze, and ABB AutoShip. If you want to learn about how to best maximize your patient's benefits, please check out the ABB Verify webinar. That'll be tomorrow. ABB Analyze is a great new tool. It's actually built on the Glimpse platform, and you can have access to that as an app even on your phone. So if you're interested in really taking a look at your data metrics for your practice, and you want to see how you line up compared to other practices, or if you want to look at opportunities, we know that this is a difficult time, but we know that as we get through this, we're going to want to make sure we maximize the opportunities that exist. So ABB Analyze and ABB AutoShip are going to help us do that. ABB AutoShip is a subscription model. So if you have patients that are talking about Hubble, Aveo, Waldo, the 1-800 subscription model, and you want to have something that you can compete, especially during this time, you actually have ABB AutoShip. We're going to touch a little bit on that tonight. So let's talk about the why behind ABB. And what we pride ourselves on at ABB on the contact lens side here, and really all divisions of ABB, but we're going to be focused on contact lenses tonight, is we help practices save money, save time, and really help the practice grow. If you lose a patient, we lose a patient too. So we have a vested interest in making sure that your practice continues to grow. And we know that it's not easy right now. There's a lot going on. We recognize that. But we do want to make sure that you understand all the different ways that we can help out during this time. So instead of having to order from 5 different manufacturers, having to call 5 different phone numbers to get customer service help, instead of having to contact 5 different reps to help you with returns, you can do all that through one single source, and that's your ABB account manager. But where the rubber really meets the road is, the dollar savings. So based on what we've seen, there's up to a 57% reduction in administrative time for ship-to-office orders, and that's just going from 5 manufacturers to one order through ABB. But where we really see the opportunity right now, and I hate to use the word opportunity during this time, but where we see the biggest opportunity for practices to keep patients in their practice is to focus on direct ship to patient. And when you move your practice to direct ship to patient, you see additional cost savings, because now you don't have to worry about those patients picking up their lenses. You don't have to worry about sorting through multiple boxes. You don't have to worry about having to contact patients. You're able to utilize those practice efficiencies, and then you're looking at over $10,000 in savings. So I highly encourage, if you have not reached out to your ABB account manager to talk about direct ship to patient, please do so, because this is something that is vital, especially in today's market. Let's talk about the ever-changing industry that's the optical market. The eye care industry has really experienced more change in the last 3 years than the last 10+ years combined. And if you look at this, it's being driven by industry consolidation, whether that be distributors, private equity. There's other types of companies that are getting into the eye care market. You've got online retailers that are more aggressive than ever right now. And I hate to say it, but they're doing everything they can to maximize on what's going on in the marketplace right now. So patients are being reached by them regularly via social media, email, text message, you name it. And all of these different disruptors, they're challenging all channels, and they are trying to get patients to go direct to them, bypass doctors. They're trying to acquire patient information. They're trying to engage with that patient directly. And where this hurts all of us is that it takes that patient out of your practice. So what we're going to talk about tonight are some ways to help future-proof your practice. And it's not easy. It's not easy to future-proof your practice. The only way to future-proof your practice is we have to evolve, we have to adapt, and we have to change. And I know change is not easy, especially right now. But if you implement some of these things that you hear tonight, you'll find that you're able to insulate your practice some from these disruptors, from these online retailers, from these different subscription models, and you'll keep those patients in your practice. And that's all we care about, is to keep the patient in your practice. So how are we going to help you keep the patient in your practice right now at ABB? You actually have access to our brand new patient outreach program. And this is a marketing tool, and enables you to be able to reach your patients and let them know what's going on, and let them know that you're there to be able to take care of their contact lens needs. So one of the things that we've done is ABB has made 2-box orders shipped for free to your patients. We know that plenty of patients were on the books, and we know that we want to make sure we keep those patients engaged with the practice. So now you can go ahead and you can ship a 2-box order directly to the patient, and it won't cost anything as far as shipping. There is an excellent marketing toolkit in this patient outreach program, and we have several social media assets. We've got patient communication templates, whether that be email, text, voicemail. We've really thought of it all to make sure that we've done the work for you. So that way you can really just copy and paste and take what you want. And then even for postcards or notices, there's templates on there. So if you want to print up a postcard, you can just use that template. There's a guide for yourlens.com. We're going to talk about yourlens.com, but this is a web store. If you're not familiar with yourlens.com, I would highly encourage you to reach out to your ABB account manager and get set up with a yourlens.com web store, because that's a great way to keep the patient in your practice. And if you don't have patient email addresses, no problem. You can actually have those patients register themselves. And then auto ship, we touched on a little bit at the beginning, but this is a subscription model that you've got access to. And both yourlens.com and auto ship are provided free of charge to our ABB customers. We want to help you out as much as possible during this time. One of the best practice resources that you have available is our staff empowerment or practice empowerment programs. And one of the programs that's very vital right now is the ABB direct ship to patient shipping options training program. And there's a workbook that you have access to. Your ABB account manager will be happy to go over this with you. Some practices are doing an excellent job with direct ship to patient, and some practices need some help as far as maybe brushing up on verbiage or the nuts and bolts of how to do it. Your ABB account manager will be happy to go over this with you and set up a time so that way you can, whether it be training yourself or train anybody in the staff, we're happy to help out because we want to make sure that you get to take advantage of the direct ship to patient program that's out there. There's other practice resources available for you too, and your ABB account manager can help you out with these as well. But whether or not letting your patients know that their contact lenses can be shipped to their home or their office. And I know that a lot of patients are working from home right now, so it doesn't sound like something that has a lot of firepower. However, I do have a success story myself with a practice working on here in Northeast Florida, because I'm an account manager that's in the field, and I work with plenty of practices just like you. And this particular practice actually ended up doing a direct ship to patient order for a doctor that worked in the ER. And that doctor was so happy that he was able to get the contact lenses shipped to him right at the hospital. He told everybody in the ER. And before you knew it, there was a source of referrals. And in this time where we're trying to do everything we can to save a patient, that particular practice was able to pick up a couple of patients and stay connected with them simply because they offered to ship to that doctor's workplace. So then there's free informed delivery services cards. You can actually get these from your ABB account manager. It's free for your patients to sign up for informed delivery. What's great about it is it lets the patient know exactly when the product's going to be delivered to them, when these lenses are going to be delivered. And it lets them know too, as far as just in case you have patients that are working and they want to know when are my lenses going to be delivered, they can use the informed delivery system and they'll know exactly when. They'll know when they were dropped off at their house or at their office. So if you're looking where to access the patient outreach program, the marketing kit, I've circled it right here. So once you're logged into ABB, all you have to do is just click on this link and it'll take you right to all of these different resources. So this is the ABB's patient outreach program. You'll see on here, this is where I was talking about where all your social media assets, the text outreach messages, patient email communications, the patient postcard, practice notices, as well as how to set up your ABB yourlens.com web store. More information about auto ship. You've got the patient information cards. So everything is right here for you, right at your fingertips. So all you have to do is click on that link. The first thing you'll see on that link is the patient direct free shipping guide. This has been updated. All of your manufacturers are going to be on here, and you'll see that there's a 2-box option now for every single product. So that way, if you have any questions as far as what ships for free direct to the patient, you got access to it right here in one stop. It also shows the available rebates are out there. If you do have a patient that wants to buy an annual supply and you're questioning as far as what the rebate is for that product, they're all listed on the right side of all the products right there too. Here's some social media templates. So you've got copy as well as pictures that you can select from. Here you've got a voicemail message, example voicemail message. You've got the patient outreach notification and all, and there's also more assets there. So we've really tried to give you everything you need to stay connected to your patient during this time. And then there's other practice resources. So you've got your urolens.com and ABB AutoShip overview guide. If you need a copy of this, and what this is this goes over the nuts and bolts of the urolens.com web store, as well as ABB AutoShip, our subscription model. So if you need a copy of this, please contact your ABB account manager. We'll be happy to get you a copy. In the middle on the top there, you've got the ABB AutoShip. It's a card, information card, but this is something you can even get an electronic copy of and put on your website if you want to let patients know that that's an option. ABB AutoShip, the sell sheet that's on the right side there, that's for you, but that lets you know as far as some stats, what's going on in the marketplace, and to let you know as far as what ABB AutoShip can do for your practice. And I would encourage everybody to take a look. This is on the patient outreach marketing program toolkit. It's at the bottom. But if you look, the ABB to the rescue article there, what this does is it goes into detail as far as there was a doctor back in 2005. His practice burned to the ground because of the California wildfires. During that time, the doctor didn't know how they're going to stay in business. And what he did is he ended up setting up a urolens.com web store and was able to stay connected to his patients. So his patients could order all the contact lenses they needed over the 11 months while his practice was rebuilt. And if you read the article, it goes into more details there, but it can show you what a simple thing like a web store can do to really keep your practice moving, even in challenging times. So ABB is the ultimate optical platform, and our single source approach really helps you reduce costs, increase revenues, strengthen your business acumen, enhance your patient satisfaction, which will in turn improve patient retention. As I said before, if you lose the patient, we lose the patient too. So we have a vested interest in your success, and this is what we pride ourselves on at ABB, just making sure that we keep that patient connected to your practice. So the ABB partnership, we deliver single source convenience, and I've touched base on that, but as far as whether it be contact lenses, stock ophthalmic lenses, if you need actual digital surface lenses, we can provide those for you. We provide access and choice. So we have access and choice means that we can give you access to just about any product you need, and we make sure that you have full choice. We don't care what products you use. We want to make sure that we're helping you maximize growth of those products within your practice. And how are we going to be able to do that? We look at our data and we look at our business insights to let you know what's going on in the marketplace, but also with our new tools such as ABB Analyze and ABB Verify, really taking advantage of the insights that we can provide to help you continue to grow your practice once this virus passes and when we're back into growth mode. And then your enhanced services. So the training that I went over, that was direct ship to patient training, but we offer a lot of training, whether it be annual supplies, daily disposables. Those are just a few of the things that we can help train you and your staff on. So I would encourage, if there's something that you're interested in here, please reach out to your ABB account manager, and we'll be happy to go over that in detail, help you come up with a plan. So as far as talking about keeping patients in the practice and new technology, I'm happy to introduce Sheila here, and she's going to go over with us this brand new Unity BioSync lens. Go ahead and take it away, Sheila.
Thank you so much, and good evening, everyone. I'm looking at my time, and it looks like either you're wrapping up your workday or you're probably getting ready to call it a night. So we greatly appreciate your patience and partnership and coming into this webinar tonight. And I also want to thank you for coming in and giving us a chance to introduce some new opportunities. Like Thomas said, we don't like to use the word opportunities at this time, as we know we are all navigating these uncharted waters. But please rest assured that your VSP extended family and your ABB team is also there to support you and strategize and look for ways to hit the ground running when business is back to what we consider normal. And we are really looking forward to your partnership and here and ready to help in any way that we can. So please feel free to reach out to any of your team members as we move forward. And we really want to focus on continuing to capture market and patient retention with our independent practices. And we are definitely committed to our partnership with you and to developing products to support independent optometry. And that leads me into the introduction of our Unity BioSync. When looking at where patients currently get their eyes examined and where they purchase contact lenses, there is definitely a disconnect. Of the 116 million eye exams done in a year, 70% happen in independent optometry. 5.4 billion contact lens purchases are recorded every year, but only 40% happen in the independent doctor's office. The independent practice loses 44% of the patients that get their eyes examined there. The patient experience doesn't end when the exam is completed. It ends when the patient receives the best vision correction solution for their needs. Therefore, we are reserving Unity BioSync to only be available through a VSP network doctor. Our mission at VSP is to help people see, and we do this by providing access to affordable, high-quality eye care and eyewear. To the right, you see a few stats about VSP in our environment. We partner with 60,000 clients worldwide that want to ensure they provide differentiated vision benefits to their employees, easy access to 40,000 VSP network doctors, and nearly 90 million members worldwide have VSP benefits. And the majority of these are located in the United States. With Unity BioSync, we are supporting all of our stakeholders, our network doctors, our members, and our clients. We have near and long-term goals for each, which are centered around offering premium products that provide a great experience with high value to our members, are exclusively available through our VSP network doctors for improved margins, and allow clients to offer more value to their employees. Unity BioSync is a daily disposable contact lens featuring premium silicone hydrogel material with HydroMist, moisture-retaining polymer to provide patients exceptional comfort through the HydroMist technology, high oxygen supply due to the silicone hydrogel material, outstanding vision, and the most convenient wearing schedule as it doesn't require any maintenance or cleaning. One of our key differentiators is the exclusive positioning of Unity BioSync. It is only available from our VSP network doctors and not available at chain retail or online retail. So you will not find Unity BioSync on 1-800 or other online sites. You will also not find the Unity brand in VisionWorks. Unity is truly reserved for our VSP doctor network. And to emphasize, Unity BioSync is not available in online retail. When you Google Unity BioSync as a patient, you won't find results like 1-800 or lens.com. For a contact lens to satisfy the patient's needs, besides providing visual acuity, it must be healthy and comfortable. But there's a constant struggle between the healthy side, the oxygen supply, and the comfort, the water content. Silicone hydrogel in Unity BioSync, the core lens material, offers up to 6 times more oxygen supply than traditional hydrogel material, but it is hydrophobic by nature, which means that water doesn't adhere to the surface. In order to be comfortable, especially for all-day wear, we need moisture covering the eye. More than 42 million Americans wear contact lenses, and more than half report dry eyes and discomfort. In fact, 15% of contact lens patients drop out each year, and dryness is the most common culprit. Many of these patients frequently experience dry eyes without suffering from clinical dry eye disease. One of the biggest reasons for discomfort is a non-wetting lens. Inadequate wettability decreases comfort, diminishes visual clarity, and affects the patient's overall lens wearing experience. Most people don't realize that the surface of a contact lens is actually rough and covered with microscopic ridges and valleys, which the human eye can't see, but we can definitely feel. Most contact lens materials are inherently hydrophobic and repel water. As the eye itself has high water content, a hydrophobic lens can cause significant discomfort. Introducing any contact lens to the eye disrupts the lipid layer, increasing tear evaporation rate and reducing the overall thickness of the tear film. Contributing to further discomfort, some patients may produce excessive lipids in their tear film, which may deposit onto the lens and create a foggy, hydrophobic surface that feels rough in the eye. This is not as much of an issue with the daily disposable as we throw them away nightly. And that's why we've introduced HydroMist. HydroMist is the first adaptation of tangible HydroPeg on silicone hydrogel contact lenses. The 90% water coating is designed to fill those microscopic pits inherent in a contact lens material and build up to a lubricious, wettable layer that encapsulates the lenses. It is permanently bonded to the surface of the lenses and effectively shields the tear film from the hydrophobic lens material so that the only thing exposed to the eye's surface is a surface that closely matches the eye's natural environment. To summarize, HydroMist is a coating permanently bonded to the contact lenses designed to solve the problems of a custom contact lens discomfort and dry eyes by improving wettability, increasing lens surface water retention, increasing lubricity, and minimizing deposits and lens fogging. Here are our high-level specs. Unity BioSync comes in a 90-pack box. What makes our packaging different and unique is that each 90-pack holds 3 30-pack boxes to make the outer box more stable. Fairly often boxes get dinged up during shipping, so we wanted to make sure that they are sturdier during this process. We offer 1 base curve and 8/8. During our clinical trials, we didn't record any issues patients were having with this base curve compared to the 8/5 and other designs. The combination of the technology, diameter, and lens design made it very comfortable to wear. HydroMist technology and its benefits enhance contact lens comfort. Unity BioSync provides UV and UVA and UVB protection, however, does not replace the need for appropriate sunwear. Our water content is 47%, which is standard for the Sci-Hi material. And with the 150 DK/T, it provides one of the highest oxygen supplies for daily disposable contact lenses. It does feature a slight blue tint for easier visibility in the blister pack and a broad range of powers from a +8 to a -10. We are very excited about the design of our fit kit. Our partner Elevate Solutions Group came up with a wonderful design that makes it easy to use in the practice. In addition, our 5-count diagnostic boxes are very user-friendly as they easily show the prescription on top of the box so you can quickly see what you have still in your fitting kit and what needs to be ordered. Definitely last but not least, we offer one of the highest rebates in the market for our VSP members and non-members. We offer today $220 for our VSP members, and our non-VSP receives $200 for an annual supply. For VSP members that also use their vision benefits for contact lenses, this can get their cost down to just about $1 per day for Unity BioSync. And these days, not much costs $1. We can all agree on that. Redemption can happen either via online or they can submit the form that you're seeing on the screen at this time via mail.
Sheila, Tom, thank you so much. Those were 2 really very interesting and timely presentations. But we have some questions that came up. I'd first like to thank those of you that have typed in questions into the question box on the control panel. And for those of you that are listening, if you have any additional ones, please go ahead and add them at this time. I'm going to go ahead and ask Sheila this first. If I'm reading this correctly, how long does it take for the rebate to be turned around or processed?
Approximately 6 weeks. We're looking at 6 to 8 weeks, but I'm about 6 weeks total.
Okay, great. And actually there's another question that had the turnaround in it, and that was actually related to shipping time for the direct ship. What is the approximate period of time for the direct ship to patient?
Sure, Craig. So right now, if you're telling your patients about 7 to 10 business days, that's a great number to give them. Our actual numbers are about 5 to 7 business days right now, but you never know as far as delivery in certain areas. So I would say 7 to 10 business days for during this time.
Okay, thank you. Sheila, this question, of course, has come up, and I think you addressed it this evening, but just to be sure, this attendee said, we often use 8.5 millimeter base curves, but BioSync is an 8.8. Does that have any fitting issues at all?
Thank you. No, actually, the customers that have been dispensing this Unity BioSync have been fitting it to a variety of patients overall and not seeing any issues, even those with steeper corneas. So our clinical trials showed the same results. However, though, I just want to let everybody know that we are consistently evaluating the market and needs for additional products and to expand the portfolio itself, but definitely haven't been seeing any issues with that base curve.
Okay, great. And Sheila, don't run away because this is another product question, and it's related to spherical only for BioSync right now. Will it be available in the future as a toric?
Great question. And yes, this is absolutely on our roadmap. We don't have any timing at the exact moment, but we are definitely have plans in place and looking to expand at this time. So you will see that in the future.
Okay, great. Thank you. Tom, these are related to the yourlens.com.
Okay.
Then it's twofold question. One is, how do I set it up? And the second part of that is, how do I set up pricing?
I'm glad somebody brought this up. So as far as with the yourlens.com web store, if you log into your ABB account and you click on My Web Store, you'll see that it gives you the options as far as to create your own web store. And it gives you 3 different options. You have your basic, your advanced, and then you have your custom. So you can go through and look at the different options on each of those, and then you can just pick and choose and build your own web store using the online guide. However, if you feel uncomfortable and you'd like to streamline the process, I would reach out to your ABB account manager, and they can give you what it's called a Build a Web Store worksheet. And it goes through all the options, explanations, and all that. And you just go through this worksheet and kind of pick and choose what you want. And then you can send it in. There's a number to fax it into, and you can also email it in. So that way, if you feel a little uncomfortable as far as building the web store, trust me, it's not as daunting as it seems. We've made it very easy. But still, if you would like some assistance, just go ahead and contact your ABB account manager, and they'll get you that Build a Web Store worksheet. As far as setting pricing, once your web store is set up, you'll have an option to just go ahead and edit retail pricing. You can go and you can pick all the products that you want to edit. It's really simple to do, and you just go ahead and change the pricing. I would recommend, since there's been all kinds of changes in the marketplace, to take a look at the most updated retail price monitor, and that can be found on ABB as well under ECP tools. It's on the left side, one of the grayed out options. It's ECP tools, and if you click on retail price monitor, you can take a look at everything. And now that that's updated every 2 weeks, it'll give you a great idea as far as how you want to set your pricing strategy.
Okay, thank you, Tom. I think this relates to the same question. What is the cost for yourlens.com and also auto ship?
There's no cost to ABB customers. So everybody's been enabled with ABB auto ship at this time. So once you have your yourlens.com account set up, you can actually start taking advantage of ABB auto ship, but there is no charge to our loyal ABB customers.
Okay, good. So here's a question. It's 2-part. It's related to the 2-box free shipping. The first part is, are the 2-box free shipping include all manufacturers? And the second part of that, is this 2-box orders only, I'm guessing, free during this time because of the virus, or is this planned to be sticking around for a period of time?
Good questions. So as far as the 2-box free shipping direct to patient, all the manufacturers are included on there. So if you go ahead and you go into the patient outreach marketing portal on ABB, again, that'll be your first option there. You'll see the free shipping guide. So you'll see all the manufacturers that are on there. And it is all the 5 manufacturers and all. And really, honestly, if you look on there, you'll see that there's options that you may have not seen before. And then as far as it is due to the current conditions as far as what's going on in the marketplace. Right now, we have this available through the end of May, but we're going to keep reevaluating it to make sure that we have everything in place as far as our customers, that they can continue to keep those patients connected to their practice. So we'll continue to reevaluate it as needed.
Excellent. Okay, as we begin to wrap this up, Sheila, do you have any comments?
Yes, thank you so much. I just want to thank everybody again for their time, and please, again, feel free to partner with any of your global family teammates so that we can start to strategize and plan for future business models as we start to engage with our patients fully again. And I want to reinforce that we are definitely committed to our partnership, and we'll continue to bring products to our independent providers so that you can maximize and retain your patient base within your practice and keep them from going to those online retailer resources. And again, thank you for your time, and I wish you all well.
Thank you, Sheila. Tom?
Yeah, thanks, Craig. I just wanted to let everybody know, in all of my conversations I've been having with my doctors, I understand we're all in a tough spot right now. Brighter days are ahead, but I really do encourage you, if you have not done so already, please have a conversation with your ABB account manager regarding direct ship to patient and regarding the UrLens web stores. Because the direct ship to patient, if we look at the trends right now, most of our business is moving to the direct ship to patient model since patients can't come into practices. And this is a great way to ensure that you keep your patient connected to your practice. If you have a patient that is due for an exam within the next 60 days and they need lenses to hold them over, you can provide them that option instead of them going on to a online retailer. And we want to do everything we can to keep that patient in your practice. So if you haven't reached out to your ABB account manager, please do so. And the same goes for the web store. The web store is open 24 hours a day. So if a patient sees a commercial for an online retailer and it's 11:30 at night, your web store is there to be able to guide them as far as to be able to order the lenses that they were prescribed. So I really encourage you to reach out to your account manager, because we do want to partner with you. We lose that patient along with you, and we'll want to do everything we can to keep them in your practice.
Excellent. Thank you. Well, in closing, it's been really a privilege to be able to participate in a really quite interesting webinar this evening. Tom Rogaski, Sheila Snow, thank you so much for your time, especially for the audience. Thank you so much for spending some time with us this evening.